For decades, we've stared into the cosmic abyss, hoping for a sign, searching not just for stars, but for something impossible, proof of intelligence beyond Earth. We've sent our machines, Voyager, Hubble, and now the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, to slice through the darkness and expose its deepest secrets. But what Webb just uncovered may not be a secret. It may be a message, and even worse, it might be alive. At first, 3I Atlas looked like just another interstellar traveler, a ghostly rock flung across the void. But it wasn't just glowing, it was pulsing, not randomly, but with chilling precision, like a cosmic heartbeat, a distinct signature that defies all known natural laws. If this discovery is what some scientists believe it is, then we are not alone, and we may never have been. The internal signature, heat, pulses, and intentional light. The JWST was designed to look across galaxies and into the birthplaces of stars. Yet, in a routine sweep of deep space, it locked onto something moving unnaturally, a speck of light where there should have been nothing. This was 3I Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar object to pass through our solar system. But unlike its predecessors, Oumuamua or Borisov, this one wasn't silent. It was shouting. Webb's infrared sensors quickly dispelled the theory that it was merely a highly reflective comet. The object was not simply reflecting heat from the sun, it was producing it, an internal thermal signature, centralized and pulsing faintly, was emanating from within. This was not the signature of a rock, but of something active. As teams at NASA and ESA analyzed the data, a rhythmic thermal pulse kept resurfacing. Natural objects don't do this. Comets release heat in unpredictable bursts as ices sublimate. But this pulse was consistent, deliberate, like a machine keeping time. The light spectrum itself was not scattered. It was focused. Narrow bands of energy were emitted in specific wavelengths, the kind we designed for communication, spacecraft, and lasers. The intervals were too precise, leading data scientists to the terrifying revelation that the pulse was not random, but structured. Since the first moment Webb recorded it, the signal has remained absolutely constant, unaffected by radiation or movement. This wasn't the voice of a dying star or a rogue planet. It was something that wanted to be heard, or perhaps something that wanted to listen. The awakening, trajectory shift, and biological echoes. Then, everything changed. Without warning, 3I Atlas erupted in a burst of light, its brightness spiking by 40% in less than 2 minutes. No natural object flares with that kind of symmetry. Thermal readings showed the object's entire body heating up like a machine powering on, and then its trajectory shifted. 3I Atlas corrected its path with undeniable intention, no longer following the passive arc of gravity. It was aiming, not directly at Earth, but near it, slipping just inside our orbital path. A maneuver so precise and unnatural it couldn't be dismissed. Something inside 3I Atlas had woken up, and it was moving. Following the trajectory shift, a team at the European Southern Observatory pushed the analysis further. Using spectral decomposition algorithms, they found something no one expected. Fluctuations eerily similar to biological rhythms. Not stable DNA or proteins, but resonance frequencies consistent with cellular behavior. The light coming from 3I Atlas didn't just reflect energy, it fluctuated in ways that resemble living tissue. This was a signal encoded in light, behaving like a living system. If the object is partly biological, it means one of two things. Either it's alive, or it's carrying something that is stealth mode and the planet's magnetic handshake. Just as excitement turned to fear, the object's power levels suddenly dropped. The thermal readings flattened, emissions dimmed, and the spectral pulses lost their intensity. But the object didn't slow down. It kept moving with chilling precision, like a machine switching into stealth mode. This drop didn't calm anyone. In fact, a silent, cold, invisible probe is far more dangerous than one that makes noise. An unsettling possibility began to circulate. What if this is its defensive state, triggered every time a civilization gets close to understanding it? The mystery quickly moved closer to home. Monitors at the South Atlantic Anomaly, Earth's weakest magnetic region, began detecting ripples. Localized electromagnetic pulses timed with Atlas's trajectory adjustments. As the object passed through the outer heliosphere, our planet reacted. Subtle shifts in our magnetic envelope echoed the pulses coming from the interstellar object. No comet or asteroid has ever triggered Earth's magnetosphere from this distance. The only logical conclusion: we are connected. Atlas's emissions are affecting our world and perhaps communicating with it. This led a group of independent researchers to propose an outrageous theory. 3I Atlas is not just a spacecraft or a living probe, but a consciously designed intelligence, a form of artificial or biological intelligence born not in a lab, but in the depths of interstellar evolution. Engineering miracles, gravity control and geometric fragments. As global observatories followed 3I Atlas, a disturbing new measurement emerged. Gravitational lensing effects around the object weren't matching its estimated mass. The curvature it created in surrounding space implied the presence of something much denser, or more precisely, something capable of manipulating gravity fields. This broke every model astrophysicists rely on. Since Atlas isn't a collapsed star, theorists proposed it was using localized gravity control as a navigation system, meaning we're dealing with physics that has been conquered and mastered. The most damning evidence of engineering came when a small fragment broke off and began tumbling through space. When the Webb telescope analyzed its structure, the data froze the team in disbelief. This fragment wasn't irregular or organic. It was geometrically perfect. Smooth, flat surfaces, right angles, and symmetry. The kind of structure that only intelligent fabrication can produce. It emitted no detectable temperature, absorbing light without returning a trace. Its composition included unknown alloys with atomic signatures not found anywhere on Earth. This wasn't space dust. This was a part of something engineered. The final hypothesis. Panspermia and the universal template astronomers also noted that the object's rotation revealed something bizarre. Timed intervals that matched certain mathematical constants, pi, the golden ratio, and prime number sequences. It was as if the spin itself was a broadcast, a language of motion, a kind of cosmic Morse code. Adding to the biological hints, a final deep scan spectrometry reading revealed flickering signals consistent with replicating structures, not full life forms, but precursors, a scaffold of synthetic or real biological components embedded in the tail of Atlas. This raised two possibilities. Either this is a form of biological camouflage designed to fool primitive sensors, or, far more disturbing, it is intentional seeding, a delivery system for spreading extraterrestrial genetic code. Atlas may be a modern panspermia device, carrying life-building instructions. As the object drew closer, recalculations of its path revealed that its trajectory curves just enough to bring it into close proximity with Jupiter's moon Europa and potentially Saturn's moon Enceladus. Both are icy worlds with subsurface oceans and are considered prime candidates for alien life. The new theory emerged: Earth isn't the destination at all. This entity may have been visiting ocean worlds to monitor, seed, or awaken life hidden beneath the ice. Silence, intent, and the unanswered. Question 3. Atlas is not just a visitor. It's a question, a reflection of our own arrogance and our deepest fears. We looked into the dark and instead found a watcher, a listener, maybe even a messenger. We know its emissions are affecting our world, its structural patterns point to intent, and its silence is deliberate. Communications specialists attempted to respond with coded radio pulses, but there was no reply, no echo. Except 1 hour after the last pulse, 3I Atlas subtly altered its spin rate. It behaved not like a natural body absorbing a message, but like an entity aware it had been contacted and choosing not to speak. This is conscious non-communication, a psychological tactic where silence speaks louder than response. The only question that remains is this: if 3I Atlas has chosen not to speak yet, what is it waiting for?